Hello, 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 everyone. How are we all today? Hope we're doing good. Sorry, no thing yesterday. I I don't know. Just wanted to chill with nothing important to do. But that means we got more to do today. Okay. Okay. Let's see this. Chat rate 1 when there's nobody there. Hmm. Guess we'll put our headphones in so we can get into the groove or the room. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we're house 2, I believe. Okay, there's nothing even there for that. Probably meant to put something there, but there we go. Ba da ba doo, Scooby Dooby Doo. Skidamarinky dinky dink, skidamarinky doo. He loves you in the morning and in the afternoon. Du-du-du-du-du-du-du-du. Hey, Alpha. Yeah, I did. Just hadn't got around to doing anything about it yet. That. Let me check. Drive. Canadian Alpha, 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 Alpha Proto. Canadian Shield 4. Okay, I haven't put anything up for Frogger in there. Let me get that done. Characters. No, this isn't colored yet. And I'm not even sure that it's complete. F for frog. It's not a PNG. I'm giving you a turnaround that I started in Clip Studio. Okay, so let's go back to. Hey, Tim. What's up? Not much. Just doing some coloring. Um, yeah, after I'm finished the coloring of here, Canadian Shield, I'll get to the Frogger thing. I'll do a finish off the turnaround and get it to you. Because I don't think you need it quite yet. I'm not sure where you are and if you're doing anything on Canadian Shield 4 yet. And make sure you like and share. Let's get this out to as many people as we can. Let them know I'm here. I need the designs to sketch out the pages. I did just put that in Drive, the Frogger look. I guess that will give you a basic idea, but it's probably, I don't think it'll change it all or much. I just want to make sure I guess I was just wanting to make sure it was done so I could say it's the official thing. Done to my satisfaction. And Tim or Alpha, if you want to hop on, feel free. I am in the on air chat. And if you, well, I was going to say the sketch of the pages, you can put a non-disc figure that, you know, humanoid looking character. I remember Frogger played it many times. Hardy har har. You would not like playing with this Frogger. He is not a nice guy. Then again, well, you probably couldn't take him on. I've got to take a nap. I have a long trip tomorrow. I have a funeral to go to on Saturday. Oh, sorry to hear that. Who for, if you don't mind me asking? Or a friend, a relative? But I have a few things to get done before the trip. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm expecting to be done all the background stuff by the end of next week for this. Then I've got to do the lighting and shading. Hopefully that only takes about a week. You could probably make a recurring joke about the game Frogger. One of my uncles died last Wednesday. He went to the hospital with a complaint on Tuesday. If they sent him home, he died in his bed. Oh, ouch. Not good. Sounds like some doctors not wanting to do their job. Um, oh, I just got, and I should put it in the thing. Got today the latest page, the second to last page, page 8 of Canadian Shield. Although, again, no consistency with my artist. So here it is. And what I mean is, is this it? Oh. If you take a look, here's a snapshot of the congregation. Thank you. It's sad. I was not close to him, but we were family and loved each other. We were always friendly with each other. Oh, that's good. So we see this page, right? He was at my mom's funeral, so I will return the favor. I have, I have to be there for family. Yeah, yeah, I definitely get that. So here is, like I said, there's a shot of the congregation on the page before. And then we have this. Now these four, that's supposed to be my dad, which I'm not sure whether it's, there are some quote unquote paid cameos in here, which were supposed to be on this page too, but He changed the look of the entire congregation. And I asked for these for. I don't think he did a good job of my cousin. That's supposed to be my mom. That's supposed to be my dad. I would have liked to seen them on the first page, but he went and finished it off before. Let me show you the pictures that I gave him. He probably was thinking. He probably he was he put Orange Cassidy in the crowd. I'm not sure. It must be a different row. Well, there's several different rows here, as you can see. He put Orange Cassidy in the crowd. I'm not sure who Orange Cassidy is. Let's see, browser. So there's my dad. And he did the exact same angle, it looks like, for almost everybody. So there's my dad, which is supposed to be the first one, I believe. Yeah, this was him about 12 years ago. Oh yeah, for most of my life he's 5'11" and he went 350 pounds. Easy. So the next one there is my cousin Anita. I gave him 2 pics of her, I think. Uh, yeah, he was fairly hardworking for sure. He was a millwright. Didn't you stay with Anita for a while? Yeah. After my mom died. I have an aunt, Anita. Well, her mom's name was Lee, so that would be my Aunt Lee. Although I had a cousin Lee too. So there is Anita. Not the best. He just did almost straight on views. It's like he had no imagination for these. Whatever the shot was, it's supposed to be referenced to be able to draw them, not necessarily the exact pose I give them. My aunt's name is Anita Lee. Lee for my Aunt Lee, and I believe my cousin was spelled Leigh. And of course, there's my mom. Got that, I think, fairly right. I think she was standing. That isn't that pronounced Lay? No, it's Lee. He didn't take much time on these pages, panels. Actually, I think he did. Um, and she's standing sideways there, and he tried to make her face forward. Thus, he shortened things. And then, well, Metal's. Don't think Metal will care. Oh, no, wrong way. And there's Metal, which you can't see. Oh, I didn't go back and forth. There's Metal. Really, I mean, it's not bad, but when he didn't give you what you want, yeah. Yeah, I thought that was Orange Cassidy. Yeah. I never said a specific pose or anything, but they're supposed to be in the congregation, and it just looks. There's not even seats behind them. The seat backs. So let me actually bring up thing again. So there's my cousin. He was just trying to make sure they look like the people in the photo, so he kept the faces to the same to get the most accurate. But I don't think he did it. I don't even think he did a good job. I guess it's somewhat accurate, but not the most flattering for my cousin here. Right there. Compared to even her picture here. Oh, like, I don't know what this line is. I think it's supposed to be this line in the neck, but I don't even see this one line. It looks like it might be a strand of hair or something. And then, of course, my mom. And let me show you. Go back over to my mom. Yeah, I guess. But even if you look at this one here, the fourth one down of the congregation, You have Canadian Shield in the background there, right? Compare it to this right here. Doesn't look like anybody is the same. Maybe this guy here. He sort of looks like I was gonna say this guy, but not really. No glasses. And then you have this right here again. These people don't look anything like these people. Probably drawing comics is hard. Not everybody can be Jack Kirby. I ain't expecting Jack Kirby, but come on. It's also, and I agree that it can definitely be hard, but how hard is it to be consistent? Look at what you've drawn before. See what you're drawing now, whether it matches or not. But I'm not going to do much about it because I can't be bothered and I don't have the time. Uh, yeah, not everybody can be Jack Kirby, but can we settle for John Dillard? Okay, well, enough complaining. Time to get back to coloring. What? That that Jack Kirby's the best, one of the best, supposed to be one of the best of the best, right? So I'm not saying Dillard is bad. I'm just Dillard is way better than this guy. uh, you have to be nice, or Dillard will smoke you like a pack of cigarettes. How was I being mean in the least to Dillard with my comment? It's like sounded like you're saying Dillard is not as good as Jack Kirby. Well, I probably was, but I guess in some ways Dillard might be better. But like, wouldn't that be sacrilege saying that somebody's better than Kirby, especially a more modern artist? I wasn't saying that Dillard wasn't good at all, but Jack Kirby's supposed to be like the best of the best, or one of the best, right? Kirby has achieved legendary status. I don't think Dillard's achieved legendary status yet, unless something has happened and I don't know about it. And probably Saturday, I'm going to be putting. I'm going to probably do a video after I get off air from doing my stream Saturday morning. Actually doing a review for one of Dillard's latest books. His book with Yellow Flash, Golden Patriot. You don't know about Dillard's status? I know John can have a bit of an ego, but I don't think he'd say he's legendary status yet. You two were pals. What did you do? No, I'm just. Hey, I'm doing a bit of teasing, and I guess I'm also saying. I'm also saying this guy, could have the standards of John, and doing his artwork and making it really, really good and, being consistent. John is consistent too in his artwork usually. Yeah, I said at least. In other words, yeah, minimum. So I want this guy to be at a minimum of John Dillard's standard of art and consistency and all that. I don't know who would fall below that. For me, I think Dillard has great art, and the guy that I have has decent art, pretty good art, but it's Dillard is way better than him. I'm not saying his art is bad by any stretch of the imagination. You're reading too much into things, Alpha. You're stretching this imagination. And Dylan doesn't usually go back over and watch streams, so he won't be watching this. I'm actually gonna contact him soon. As soon as I pay you off and start getting, what's his name, Flip paid off too. Dylan will drive up to Canada with some of his homies and pay you. I've been to Dillard's house. I've slept at Dillard's house. He's gonna pay me a visit and give me an offer I can't refuse. Okay, I think we got another Caledon. Oh no, not quite. We need to do derailing here. This part. Yeah, the one's not really an Italian mobster. He's a Spanish mobster. That's worse. No. Would it be a Mexican mobster? I've taken away Dillard's wrench before on my channel. Several times. Ooh. Why would you do that? Don't provoke. Oh, because he did something to get his wrench taken away? Hey, Matthew, how are you? You can't hear anything. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to hear anything. Maybe it's because I wasn't talking? No, I can kind of hear. Maybe you need to turn up your volume? Uh, put myself up a little bit. There. 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 Is that better? And how are you, Matthew? Well, why didn't you tell me I was low? Alpha, I know you were probably hearing me, but. So I said, hello, Matthew, and I said, how are you? I did. It's not being rude. It's being. I can't hear you, Rick. Why are you so low? Because if I don't know about the problem, I can't correct the problem. Trying to promote a supernatural and grim inspired comic. Ah, cool. I know it's like trying to promote a comic. I've got a comic on Kickstarter that I'm trying to fund. I'm about 15 days away and it hasn't funded. It's just over $100 away from funding. Although it's only a $200 goal. Although I've had the comic up on Fund My Comic and it's funded. It's on Kickstarter It's called The Night Slayers. Ah, cool. Let's see. I think I might have heard of it on somebody's channel. Open thing. He said it's called Night. That's. Yeah, let's move this over here for a moment or two. Let's browser. Okay, so everything's gonna show in Canadian for because I'm in Canada. Any advice? Um, Try and reach out to as many creators as you can, or YouTube people. Try and get on their shows. Um, have you tried? Let's see. Ah, close something I didn't want to close. Let's. Are you on? I do. I do sometimes. They reject me, and it hurts. Yeah, yeah, for sure. One to reach out to is let me grab my YouTube here. Let's uh, Genuine Comics here on YouTube has a channel. They bring people on. Let me find there. Omar Glitch sometimes does. The Madness Network, they have a bunch of channels, people, different people. Batmerk, maybe. There's a channel called Chester Busby. They have this thing called Drawn and Quartered, where they'll draw your characters, and usually you can tell a little bit about your character and your campaigns. Devil Flyer Momentum Comics here on YouTube again is somebody that might have you on. I've been interviewed by Madness. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, but they usually have different. You've been interviewed by Pops, or because he has several different people under it, and you could probably get on their individual shows. Another one is what's the name of it? Church of Failure. Are you on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it? You know what? Let me go back there. I meant to not just show it like that. Let's bring it up. Well, here. Give me a second. Twitter. Give me a follow over there, and when I'm done my show or tomorrow in the next couple days, I'll go through and see who I know that maybe they'll have you on. Give you a link to their page, and then you can reach their Twitter page, and you can reach out to them. You might just have to at them and whatever, because I'm not sure who has their things open, their DMs open. But anyways, let's see here. The story. The Night Slayers is a 20-page Monster of the Week supernatural mystery comic book written by Matthew Krieg for fans of supernatural and grim. Our pilot issue will be the loose retelling of the writer's favorite tale, Rumpelstiltskin. When a child vanishes, a skeptical Officer Stone forces an uneasy alliance with two paranormal investigators at the demand of the only witness. Can the Night Slayer solve the mystery before midnight? I like this video, and so you can. Oh, not that matters for music for me. Let's see. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Skeptical Officer Stone forms an uneasy alliance with at the request of the police. And the Night Slayers solve the mystery and soon to Kickstarter.
Hi, I'm Matthew Craig. Some of you may know me as the author of Beacon, the Hero of Heartland, YA superhero novella. Today I'd like to talk to you about my new project, The Night Slayers. The Night Slayers will be a monster of a week, supernatural mystery comic for teens and adults. If you like supernatural or grim, you'll probably want to stay tuned. Each issue of The Night Slayers centers around paranormal investigators Carl Vincent and Emily Niles facing a new paranormal threat inspired by a famous fairy tale. In our debut issue, based loosely on my favorite fairy tale, Rumpelstiltskin, the Night Slayers and a skeptical police officer forge an uneasy alliance in hopes of finding a missing child. So, let me confess something. I have done this Kickstarter before, twice. It wasn't until after they both failed that I was informed the art I had commissioned wasn't of the quality the fans expected. So I hired a new art team. This team has completed 10 of the 20 pages that make up issue 1. I've also written a script for a sequel based on The Little Mermaid. So, what do you get for backing? If you pledge at least $5, you get a PDF of the comic. You can also pledge $10 for a print copy, or if you're watching this video within the first 24 hours of the campaign, you can get a discount on the print copy. We also have some other tiers and add-ons, like a limited edition trading card set or a signed poster, and a few stretch goals that will be revealed if we reach them. Thank you for considering the Night Slayers. Goodbye.
Cool, so what do you got here for digital copy, physical copy, signed copy, comic and trading card, deluxe package, one signed copy, one pack of trading cards. Does not come with poster. All gone. Early bird. Preview. Yeah, I remember seeing you on some. We were on a somebody's channel together, probably from the Madness Network. Rewards. Add-ons. Stretch goals. So, yeah, it looks pretty good. The artwork is good. Let's see. So you're trying to raise probably $1,000, I would guess. Because this is saying 1,400. Let's see. Switch this to. Trying to, yeah, 1,000 goals. You got 300 of it so far. Oh, that's not too bad. And 31 days left. Okay, so I'm gonna take that off, and I gotta get. And I know you probably been. Oh no, this is. Okay. So there we go. Showed off a campaign. Nobody's. Hopefully everybody was able to hear that video. My next interview is October 20th. Okay. What channel? Oh, another good channel to maybe reach out to is the Vomitorium. They have a thing too. Let me get them. Actually, let the one in charge of that. Here is his thing. Profile on Twitter. The metal. Let me get his. Yeah, Indie Comics Reel. Oh yeah, it's the one that you're on there. Uh, the guy that I Am Metal, who's in charge of the channel that I put in, is a good friend of mine. Just tell him that I sent him your way. Not sure whether that'll help or not, but it can't hurt. I don't think. If I wasn't in crunch mode for getting my comic done and out, maybe maybe around near the beginning of the month. Want to get this colored first and shade it and all that, light it and shade it. I might be able to have you on. Do you have Discord at all? Sort of. Okay. Because I normally bring people on through Discord, but I'm willing to work with people. Only for a game dev? Not sure what you mean by that, but I have an account though. Oh, okay. Uh, I mainly only subscribe to game dev discords. Okay. Well, that's all right. If uh, we can, I can set up a StreamYards, bring you on that way. If you don't want to subscribe or get into my Discord, not that a lot happens in my Discord, but but yeah, Let's- I can't make an exception. Yeah. Let's see. You're on Twitter, right? Okay. Okay. Just followed you back on Twitter. So, in the next, hopefully later tonight, tomorrow or Saturday, the latest, I'll get you try and get you a bunch of people's pages here on uh whatchamacallit, Twitter, at that you might be able to contact. I'll just give you their ats, and then you can either message them if they have open DMs, or maybe just at them and say, "Hey, I'd like to get on your show." Like I said, for mine, I just want to, before I give a show to a comic, I just want to get I want to get my coloring done. For all the pages I can, anyways. Because I try and help out other creators any way that I can. You know, it's a tough go. Uh, have you, not that you need to have it on both or whatever, or have you tried Fund My Comic site, putting it on there to see whether any sort of good reception there? Not recently. Okay. What am I think? I think of once with the old amateur art. The other question is, um, I think I might have said something about this. I'm not sure what exactly you're um funding for. Whether it's print costs or just print costs or art costs. I know with me, I'm usually, I've paid the money out of pocket to get the art done, and I just go for the print costs and the shipping to get it to people. because those are probably your, well, I was going to say those are probably your two biggest costs, but depends on how much you're paying for an artist. Probably your artist is actually your biggest cost no matter what. That's usually over time, a little bit here, a little bit there, as you're, depends on the artist how they want to be paid, whether they want to be paid all the end, which means you can save up, or whether they want to be paid per page as it's done. But with getting the shipping and all that, paying for printing and shipping, you can overprint. That way, you can go to cons or other places that you might be able to find cheap festivals or whatever. Get a table for free, or maybe paying your 20, $50, and start selling and getting to places where you can actually you have a legit item to sell and get yourself known. But I believe you've had one book or whatever that sold or successful, or I forget exactly what. Yeah, a superhero novella. It's not a comic. Oh, okay. Um, a novella is like you have a picture and then you have like next to a picture a few paragraphs, right? Novella is a miniature novel. Okay. So no pictures or anything. Mine is 98 pages. Cool. And did you do that as a Kickstarter or something? Do you have the emails from that you can let them know that, hey, I got this comic up on Kickstarter? Maybe it'll interest you, maybe it won't. Put a link in the email. I did not use Kickstarter for it. I have a mailing list of 200 people. Okay. Um, have you emailed those people and they just signed up for my superhero? You know what? Email them. Apparently, well, I would say if you haven't, email them and let them know about your Kickstarter for this comic, supernatural thing. Maybe they, if you haven't already. Guess what? You have emailed them? And I'm not sure when you did. I've actually got to redo it myself. Sometimes you need to send it 2, maybe 3 times. Let them know. Because sometimes people miss stuff. I know you don't want to seem like you're pushing anything too. Well, I'm assuming, I guess, a lot there, but you don't want to be too pushy, I guess is. Yeah. I have sent a few emails. Okay, okay. I'm only saying this. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what you've done or haven't done, and it is definitely hard. Marketing is probably the hardest part. Uh, Trying to think of anything else that might be able to help. Hey, the wrong thing. Oh, chat rate is down. There we go. Should be done. think I'm gonna get this house done and as much as I don't want to end for the night. Hey, go for Pop Crossy Chan. Have you been talking to what's her name? Rebellious. Well, she did the Crossy, but Crossy Chan. Oh, Rebellious. Because Rebellious likes to call me Crossy, that's what I asked. Yeah. How are you, Pofer? Again, thanks to Pofer Pup for supporting the channel on my Patreon. You know what? I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Because I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired, but I am. Probably all the work been doing. Okay. See everybody later. Bye for now. God bless.